Hi everyone, welcome to my first cooking video. This year I've decided to tap into cooking as a hobby and I've decided to make it a priority to improve my cooking and make some of my favorite dishes. And today, since I am Filipina, I decided to make my favorite Filipino dish of all time, lumpia Shanghai. Let's get started. Stay tuned for a taste test. Okay, so here is some ingredients that we need. First, starting with our veggies, we have our carrot, green onion, yellow onion, and garlic, and then we're gonna need 2 eggs. And for our sauces, we have the Silver One soy sauce, and we're also gonna use oyster sauce. And for our meat today, we're gonna use ground beef. You can use chicken and pork, but today for our recipe, we're gonna use ground beef. And most importantly, we're gonna use spring roll wrap. Now for it to look like lumpia, you need the lumpia wraps and not rice paper, because I did that before and it was a disaster. Now that we have all our ingredients out, it's time for us to mince our veggies. And our veggies need to be really small because we're gonna mix it with the meat as our lumpia filling. Small grater here for my carrot, and I'm just gonna use a knife to mince everything else as little as possible. First of all, make sure that your veggies are washed. We're gonna go ahead and start dicing our onions. Dice my onions first because it does make me cry and I wanna get it over with. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna use only half of the onion. I think it's proportionate to how much meat I'm gonna use, so I'm gonna do half. We'll see if we need more. Just gonna dice. It's starting to tear up. Since we don't have a mincer or a dicer, I should probably think of getting some kitchen tools. I like to do things manually, and to be honest, Filipino food is just way better when you do it manually. That's how I saw my mom and my Lola cook food. I can learn with kitchen tools. I'm so excited to just keep improving my cooking skills. I really didn't start cooking until like very late. Me like living alone to finally start learning how to cook, and like I regret a little bit but also not, because like I can go in my own pace, which I have. I think it's just time to like really learn these useful skills. I'm really interested in baking lately. I know it's a little bit harder and tougher. It's definitely not in my forte because it is very specific and I tend to like just do my own thing when I cook. Don't really follow any recipe. But I have been like making sweet treats. Even that is hard when there's no baking involved and just making sweet treats. So I'm excited to see if I can actually learn how to bake. We'll be sharing that with you guys. It's gonna be really embarrassing, but it is what it is. I have a little disclaimer for you guys. I was making this video 2 days ago, but I accidentally got rice paper instead of spring roll wraps, and they did not turn out the way I wanted, obviously, because rice paper, you don't really cook it the same way as lumpia wrap. Like it's a little bit more tedious than that, and although my boyfriend said they were very delicious, I was really unhappy that I didn't get the right wrap. But we live and we learn, and that's why we're doing it. Now we're gonna slice our garlic. Use about 4 cloves of garlic, depends on how small they are. I'm gonna be using 5. Like I said, I'm kind of winging my ingredients here. So if you guys have any suggestions on how much garlic I should put, let me know in the comments. Who is that girl I see staring straight back at me? I already know the most dreadful part of this is waiting until we wrap everything before we can actually cook it. When will my reflection show who I am inside? These times I wish I had a garlic dicer or whatever it's called. Any suggestions on kitchen tools so that I don't waste my time slicing? Please let me know in the comments below. When will my reflection someone I don't know? Okay, now we're done with our garlic. We're gonna go ahead and slice our green onion, which is probably my favorite vegetable in lumpia. We're not gonna dice it, we're just gonna cut it in small pieces. We're gonna take off the top part, slice in small pieces. Joe comes out just when you need it to be. Lead her out the stairwell. Sorry about that. I'm gonna use all of my green onions. Now that we've diced and minced our veggies, we're gonna all mix them to make our lumpia filling. We're gonna use about half our meat and see how we're gonna portion everything based on ingredients that we have. Use plastic gloves. First, we're gonna add in our meat and just squish them together. We're gonna do our best. Put our meat in. If our meat is in, we're gonna go ahead and add our veggies, starting with our onions, carrots. Then let's add our garlic. We're gonna go ahead and put our green onions. I definitely think we can use more meat, so I'm gonna go ahead and add more meat. Now we're gonna add some soy sauce. And then let's put some oyster sauce. And my favorite recipe of all, the 2 eggs. Awesome, and now we mixed it all together. A bit more soy sauce to the mix. Just a little bit more oyster sauce. Guys, I'm gonna have to do this with my hands. Really mix it all together really nicely. Filling looks like this. Like it's all like absorbed in together. We can start wrapping. Wrapping might be my favorite but most hated part as well. Now that our filling is ready, we can start wrapping. Now we have our little lumpia wrapping station ready, and after that we get to cook it. So let's get started. We have this much filling. Let's get started. Take all our wraps out of the pack, place it on top. We have some water here to paste or seal the wrap together. Grab some filling, place it kind of almost at the bottom. And then we're gonna roll. First fold. And then we're gonna roll again. And then we're gonna wet the tip. Roll to complete. Lumpia. I'm gonna place that. Grab the filling. Don't make it too chubby. Roll. We are gonna fold again. We're gonna wet the tip. Complete the fold like that. Many more to go. Not really even halfway through, but we made this much progress and we have this much left, so let's keep going. So I'm gonna show you guys another way to wrap it. You're gonna put it in a diamond. Put your filling at the bottom like we did with the square. I'm gonna do the same technique, which is to fold it until the filling is covered. Fold the sides like we did before. And then just continue wrapping it until it closes. Paste with water. And then continue wrapping until it's done. It's just another way to roll it. Excited! Hey you guys, we're gonna do our last one. Hey, our last one. Here is our wrapped lumpias. We did that. The fun part, we can actually get to cook them. Let's move this party to the stove. Okay, we have our pot. We're gonna fill it with oil and wait for it to boil. That rhymed. I have some oil here. Now we're gonna wait for it to boil and we're gonna add our lumpias in. Oil is now boiling. I'm gonna go ahead and add in our lumpia. And they don't like open up. This one kind of opened up. I prefer to take them out when they're like perfectly brown. Our first batch is almost done. That. Perfect. First batch. Let's see how our second batch looks. Ooh! Looks even more perfect. This one kind of opened up a little bit. That's okay. Continue cooking until the last batch. Stay tuned. While that's cooking, we're gonna slowly clean up. Always love to do Play-Go, clean as you go while I cook. It's not a total mess when I finish. Perfecto. Here's our batch and I'm so excited. Let's do a taste test. Here is our final lumpias. I'm so happy of how it turned out. Proud of myself for sticking through and wrapping all those lumpia and finally being able to taste this. I know I sneaked in a little taste earlier, but now we're gonna do an official taste test. Mmm. Hear that crunch. I swear this is my favorite thing in the world. Mmm. Thank you guys so much for watching this video all the way through. If you guys are interested in the recipe and the procedure, I did write them all down and I'm happy to share this with you guys. Just let me know in the comments. There will be more videos coming soon of me cooking, baking, and doing other fun activities. Please don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and share to your friends. See you guys next time.